much for joining me today. We are going to have such an incredible conversation, and I feel like a lot of laughs. First of all, where are you today in the world?
Well, I'm in Los Angeles, but first of all, good morning, Hannah. Thank you so much. You woke me up. I never woke up that early. I'm a comic. I'm a late person, but I'm very happy I did. So happy to meet you. Happy to see your smile. And yes, I'm in Los Angeles right now.
And you actually call it the City of Angels, and you say like you just have this love for LA. Tell me why.
It's just a feeling. But the first time I came here, I was like, one day I'm going to live here. And then life took me in a different direction. And a couple of years later, right after COVID, I came here for the comedy festival, Burbank Comedy Festival at Flappers. And I was like, wow, I feel it. I feel like I belong. I feel like the land supports me. And I feel like, yes, Los Angeles can be tough to live in. We all know prices are expensive, cost of living is high. But as long as you hustle and you give love to the city and nature, it gives back to you. It's just a feeling. Anytime I come here, I'm like, oh, I feel home. It's just the nature. I love mountains. I love the ocean. And I've been lucky to meet amazing people. So I've been truly blessed to live here.
I love the vibe, and there's no view like it. To me, you kind of get a combo, but the people, food, culture, it's just one of my favorite places to be too. So you are this comedian / super intelligent woman who travels the world for a very special cause. You've also been a kick-ass kickboxer, like all these different things. Like I was looking at this resume, stalking your social media, which I shared just before we started this. And I'm like, this woman is on fire. And so I really want to just talk about all of it. But something that super stood out to me was your cause, make laughs, not war.
Yeah, I came up with this idea just when Putin invaded Ukraine, and I'm both Russian and Ukrainian. And I felt like this is so wrong. Because in my mind, like the wars were like back in like 18th century, 19th century, you know what I mean? I'm like, we over it. And then I'm like, wow, is the humanity living through that again? Like our consciousness didn't evolve, like we didn't learn anything at all. And so I created this comedy show, Make Laughs Not War, where I unite people. And I work with Russians, Ukrainians, and I was like, okay, I'm going to bring together nationalities that are fighting, and we're just going to work together on stage. And then the audience came from both countries of conflicts and wars. And like we're all having and laughing and everybody having an amazing time. And I feel like this is how the life's supposed to be. You know what I mean? Like let the politicians figure out on their own. People, we're here to have joy and just live, you know? So that's what I've been doing.
So in the sense of being a comedian, have you always been this funny? Like, I mean, is this something that was a natural born talent for you as a child?
No, not at all. I'm actually very quiet, introverted. I like to be alone a lot. I mean, I'm very social in my life, but then I need time to recharge and I'm alone. So my parents surprised how I started doing it. I've always been drawn to act, to be like in front of the camera. I feel comfortable, but stage and microphone terrified me. I had a stage fright. I was frozen. A few times I had to do a presentation, like a simple PowerPoint presentation, and I was shaking. My voice was like trembling, you know what I mean? And I was just like, oh, it's not for me. But one day I was like, okay, let me overcome my fears and try to do open mic. And I had such a high when you're on stage and you hear people laugh. And I've never done heavy drugs, but I'm like, okay, this is probably how drugs feel, because you feel so high, like the energy vibrates and you want more of that. You don't want to stop. And then when the joke doesn't work, you're like, okay, let me figure out a way how to make it work. So it's the best feeling in the world. I cannot compare it with anything else. It's just such a high.
Yeah. So when you did your first open mic, did it come natural? Was any point of you terrified to be on a stage and hold the mic?
Oh my gosh, yes. I was like shaking. And I also had Red Bull, which is a big mistake. If you're nervous, don't do Red Bull. It's going to make you nervous 10 times more. So my whole body was shaking. I get on stage. I'm like, okay, let me talk about me being tall. And because like I was living in Miami back then and men are shorter there. So I was like, okay, let me just talk about that because it's obvious. And I was kind of lucky because the guy before me was Ukrainian. It was before the war. But I kind of got off him, like, oh, you got Ukrainian, now I got Russian, blah, blah, blah. And I got the laughs and I was very happy, even though I was shaking. And the next day I went and I tried to do some other jokes, not prepared, and I bombed. So, and then I was like, oh, it's not that easy. Like, you need to work on your material. There has to be structure to it. And then I start taking classes and taking it seriously. But yeah.
So one of the things that had me just cracking up and literally it was a really great way to wake up actually was you were talking about Putin and what a dick he is. And so and just kind of the whole reference. And so I hope everyone who's watching and listening today, you all need to go to her socials and just check out the content, because this is all your original content. Like, this is things that you come up with, you're sharing, you're creating this laughter, this fun, this buzz for everyone. And you've been doing this for how long now?
I'm going in my 6th year.
Okay. So how do you feel today versus when you first started this? And what's the most exciting piece for you now?
Oh, that's such a good question. Well, it's still what I love about comedy. It still excites me. I think why comics, we stick to it until we die, because it just, you would think that you would get used to this high. You would think it would become like normal. It doesn't. It's like each time, each night on stage, something magical happens. You find new moments. You come up with new jokes. I'm this type of a writer that I write jokes after my sets. I get inspired, and I'm like, oh, I can make this better. I can do that better. And sometimes I do like my favorite like 10 minutes for a week, and then I get tired of it and I switch it around, and I always go back and forth. Like Putin joke, I used to do it a lot about in the beginning of the war. And then I stopped for a little bit because I got tired of just saying it out loud. And then I came back to it, and it's again killing. And I'm like, oh, why I ever stopped doing this joke? It's still accurate. It's still on point. And the reference, it's like what I like about comedy. You can plant a seed, because yes, I'm making comparison Putin with his small penis, which I had no idea. I have no idea how his penis looks like, but I'm just, you know, but then I'm thinking like, it's all about man's ego. Like, why man wars? Because I mean, if he would be busy with his wife, you know what I mean? Or even his lovers or whoever, how many girls he has, he wouldn't have time to get a war, to start a war. But then I'm thinking like, oh, this is just all about man's ego. And then you plant a seed in people's minds, like why things happening in the world. And it's from a silly joke. Some people will think about it. I'm like, oh yeah, that's stupid. You know what I mean? It's all about man's
It is. Yeah.
We don't need wars anymore. Like, let them figure it out. So yeah, that's how. But about my favorite bits, what I have right now, I had a small plastic surgery. You didn't see that clip yet. I'm working to post it because it's a longer clip. I had a small plastic surgery done in my 30s, and I was like, okay, I need to talk about it, because women do have plastic surgeries, but we're afraid to say it out loud. We're afraid to talk about it. And I have like 10 minutes of killing material, and like women come to me after that shows, and they're like, oh my gosh, thank you for sharing it. You know what I mean? Like, we're afraid, like we want to be like perfect, like nobody's perfect. You know what I mean? Yeah, I think that's now my favorite bit about plastic surgery, but it changes. Every day it changes.
So you have like this beautiful relationship with your mom. You share about her a lot, being your supporter, and you shared, intimate pictures of you and family. And how has this affected or influenced her, with her daughter being on stage and just really bearing and sharing and doing all of that? Like, does she travel with you? Is this something like she's just like still in shock? Like, that's my kid up there making everybody else laugh.
That's a good question. I need to ask you, but she does travel with me a lot. I invite her to shows with me, even though she doesn't speak fluent English, so she doesn't understand all the jokes. So I have to translate to her after, or she has like one of my friends translating to her. When she moved to the States, because she had different career paths in Russia and Ukraine, and then here she had to start from scratch. But I feel like because I was doing things that was out of my comfort zone, she started doing things that out of the comfort zone. She wrote 2 books, which she was she had her own newspaper, but she was like an editor and in charge, but she never wrote anything. So, and then she just started writing, and they all fiction books, they're like sci-fi books. And I feel like me just going out of my comfort zone and doing things I've never done before inspired her to do that. So, and she's killing it. I have, when I wrote her book, I was like, wow, I was blown away because all this were laughing because in school, her grades for writing were like always S3, which is would be C in America. And I'm like, oh, I wish your teacher back then in school would see this book now because look at you, like it's so well written. And she's like, yeah, that's true. Like, and that also inspired me. I'm like, hey, it doesn't matter what grades you get in school, still do what you want to do, you know?
I feel like you are coming from a strong line of strong women and talent. Like it's just something that's just there. So you recently went on tour, and I saw, you're sharing some of the aspects of the tour. How was that?
It's been amazing, honestly. It's each time I was so blessed and lucky to do comedy in different countries because the audience is different. Uh, it's just different environment and culture. And when you do that in different, like I've been in Ireland, in Dublin, in Abu Dhabi, UAE, in, gosh, Sweden, and where else? Paris, I performed. And when you do that, you just realize that it doesn't matter what language people speak. It doesn't matter what cultural backgrounds they're from. Funny is funny, and laughter,
Yeah.
like laughter is universal language. We all smile and laugh on the same vibration, on the same language, and it just unites people. And when you experience that, you just in awe, you feel like you belong, you feel like you're doing something great, even though it's beneficial for me, but it's also beneficial for everybody who comes to the shows, who's sharing this great laughter. And once again, I'm blessed and lucky that I had this opportunity to do that, and I'm looking forward to do more.
You shared a little photo or clip with you and Bill Bellamy, and he's funny, talented. How was that? How was your experience with him?
Bill Bellamy is amazing. I still produce a show in Faina, Miami Beach, and he was actually our first headliner for the series. Oh my gosh, he is one of the most humble person I ever met. He made everybody welcome backstage. He killed. The show went amazing. And it just was incredible to see how humble he is, because you would think somebody with so many credits and experience and so many movies would be like treating people differently, but it was the opposite. And that was such a beautiful experience to be around him. So that was very beautiful.
So, throughout this journey, who is someone who has just been a supporter to you or someone that you've looked up to?
Well, like you said, first of all, my parents, my mom and my dad, they support me no matter what. It's been whatever I tell them I do is like, yeah, go for it. I'm like, okay. So I'm like, you believe in me a little bit too much. So my mom was great. My dad is a little bit skeptical sometimes. He's like, how are you going to do it? You're a foreigner in this country. But then he sees me doing it. And now he's like, oh, you can do anything. He doesn't even doubt it anymore. My friends, I've been lucky and blessed to have amazing circle of friends. We grew together, most of them immigrants. So like we kind of started from zero in this country together, and we all grew so much in the last 10 years. So they've been supporting me a lot. They come to my shows, they just, cheer me up. Sometimes I call them and cry. I'm like, I cannot do it anymore. Like, yes, you can. So I think I've been just very lucky with my friends and family.
Now, you also shared, "When I die, bury me in jeans." It was like a quote that you put on one of your
Oh,
social media
yes.
posts. And
Good.
I was like, yeah.
That's actually what I'm wearing right now. I'm wearing jeans.
And it's like, I was like, she's my kind of vibe. Like jeans, t-shirt, like you're just, the casual, the fun side. Like there's this side that you're not afraid to share about I don't want to say dorky, but it is like dorky, quirky, fun, easygoing. Like you have to be funny, right? You have to have humor. And so when you wrote that, I was like, yep, she speaks my language.
But that's how I feel sexy. It's like some women like wear dresses, they feel skirt and they feel sexy. Yes, I can wear it for event and stuff, but then I wear jeans. I'm like, oh my gosh, I just feel good. I feel comfortable. I feel loose. I feel I can move around. I feel sexy. I'm like, jeans is my type of a clothes. I need to create my own jean brand. That's probably
You
my next goal.
you totally should.
Yeah.
I have no problem that it would it would take off. So, what are some of the new things that you're working on, or what's on the horizon for you for the rest of this year?
Oh, good question again. For the rest of the year, I'm working on my tight 1 hour. So, because I've been doing a lot of like 20, 30 minutes gigs, but now it's time to push myself again out of the comfort zone and do it tight 1 hour. So, I'm doing uh, Croatia Comedy Festival in Zagreb in July 12th, which I'm looking super excited to do that because the first time I was in Croatia, it was for the World Championship, 2006. I was 16 years old. So now I'm coming back to do comedy there, which exciting. I'm going to do in hours and I'm doing again a tour. I'm going on a tour. I'm going to do London and Germany, a few cities, Berlin and Frankfurt, I think. And I'm also going to do an hour. So that's my goal. And end of the year, hopefully I'm going to tape it, film it, and see what happens. Maybe I'll put it on YouTube. Maybe I'll sell it. I don't know. But I just need to do it and get it out of my system that I did it. And I can start working on a fresh hour. So that's the goal. Also, I'm producing documentaries, so we are almost done with it. So I'm looking forward to finish it, wrap it up. What else? And I need some free time. I need some little bit of free time with my friends and family. So I need to make like a week off to do that.
I think a lot of people don't realize how much it goes into preparing your content. You're in the air in an airplane flying from city to city to city. Like this is so deep in the sense of dedication, determination, and I really feel like you have shared that through your socials, through your speaking, all of that. And if there is anything that you could think of today that you would want people to really understand about how laughter fills the world, what would you say?
How laughter fills the world. Well, I believe in energy and that there's so much going on besides physical, that what beyond what we see with our eyes and beyond what we can touch. And laughter is something that you can experience. Like people might forget your name, but if you made them laugh, they will always remember that feeling. And sometimes people, bless you for the truth.
Thank you.
uh, Sometimes people might had a bad day or something horrible happens, and it happens a lot in the comedy shows. You talk to the people, and they're like, "Oh, I just got fired, and I came to the show. I broke up with my boyfriend or girlfriend," and then they experience laughter, and I feel like laughter gives people hope, especially when you talk on stage about it's the best comedy when you talk about dark experience, heartbreaks or wars, and you see that you can find humor in pain and then somehow it just dissipates. I know from my experience, I have this bit on stage about breakup, and I was heartbroken for years. And therapy helped a little bit, but not much. And then I started doing it on stage, and it's like the first time I did it, I felt liberated. I was like, oh my gosh, I don't feel grudge anymore. I'm happy. I don't care. I moved on. So the second you made fun of that situation and yourself too, because you're part of it, it's just freedom. So I feel like laughter is a liberation and freedom for people.
And everyone needs it.
Everyone needs it. And now more than ever.
It's like you said, it's therapeutic. Laughter can be contagious. And it can really solve so much. So before we close out today, this is a big question for me to you. You have done such extraordinary things in really such a short time. You're young, you're beautiful, beauty, brains, dedication, heart, soul. What is something that you absolutely want to do before you leave planet Earth? Before you are in those genes and out, what is that one thing that you want to do?
Oh, you made me almost tear up. Not almost, I'm tearing up. I want to be a mother. I want to have a family and a child, and that's something I haven't experienced yet.
Yeah.
because I feel like I'm a woman, I'm in a female body for a reason, and I have so much to share and so much love to give. So I really want to have a family and a child.
That is beautiful. And I hope and pray that that happens for you. There's no joy like it. I have 5 kids, I have grandkids,
Oh my
and they drive me batshit crazy, like literally batshit crazy, but they're the loves of my life. Like it's just
You're
now you
so
have to have humor, so which you have, and you're
yeah.
gonna need a lot of it.
A lot of humor. Like,
It's
you don't
extraordinary.
look like grandmother. I'm like, what? You don't look like grandmother at all. But wow, what a blessing. Thank you for
It's
saying that, for sharing.
motherhood and being a grandma is like a whole, like being a grandma is a whole new level. It's a whole new love. But I really think you would make an extraordinary mama. And
Thank
I hope that that comes true for you. And your kids would be so privileged to have you as their mama. So
Thank you, Hannah. And I'll be calling you for advices. I'm like, Hannah, what do I do now? You have 5. Tell me what to do.
my first advice to you is red wine.
I'm
Um,
right now.
and it's in a really great sense of humor and an unmeasurable amount of patience. But I really think you have this. I just want to say thank you so much for taking time out to spend with me today. I am totally a fan. And any way that we can support what you're doing, let us know. For everyone watching, listening, follow her. All her socials are out there. We'll put it in the show notes for everyone. And congratulations, like super huge congratulations to you. And literally, this is just the beginning for you.
Thank
Just
you, Hannah.
know that like your significant impact is huge. And I'm just excited to spend this morning with you. So thank you.
Thank you, Hannah. You inspired me. I feel super inspired and awake, and your light is so bright. And thank you so much for inviting me. And keep killing it. Keep killing it.
Definitely. And if you see me stalking your socials, now you know. You know,
No, I need to
everyone
follow you
needs
back.
that.
Hold on. I need to find your social. I'll follow you back. Hold on. I'm going to stalk
But
you now.
hey, it's like it's contagious. That's what I'm saying. Like what you have done, what you're creating, what you're going to continue to create. This is just the beginning. So congratulations and keep going.
Thank you, Hannah. Send to you. Love back to you.
Right back at you. Thank you.
Yo, have a good day.